welcome to Physics channel. Today we will discuss about the application of Bernoulli. With me, Professor Ann from UST Putra Malaysia and Dr. NABILAH from Physics Research Institute. Okay, first of all, I want to ask Professor Ann about the application of Bernoulli on terraceline.
Okay, so thank you for the question. So for your information, Torricelli law describes a relationship between the fluid leaving a hole in the container and the height of the fluid in that container. If you fill a can with water and you punch a small hole near the top, some water will come out from the container at certain velocity. Then if you punch a hole all the way down at the bottom, the water will come out with a greater velocity because now there is a much greater height of fluid above it. Through this we can see how the velocity of the fluid leaving the hole relates to the height of the fluid in that container. However, it is important to note that the container itself is open to the atmosphere. We are assuming that the fluid is an ideal fluid since no lid covering at the top of the container.
Thank you, Prof, for the explanation. For the second question, I want to ask Dr. NABILAH. Actually, I just wonder how blood flow would apply the Bernoulli application.
So, Bernoulli principle in blood flow can be seen in the situation where the blood vessel or the artery is constricted due to the accumulation of plaque in the inner walls. So when blood trying to pass through this constricted area, the speed of the blood will increase and the pressure will be lower. So this may lead to a scenario where the artery collapses because the pressure outside artery is higher compared to the pressure inside. So as the blood rushes through this constricted area, the internal pressure drops once again due to the same reasons, and this continuous scenario may result in heart attack.
Wow, such as an amazing explanation. Now we will back to Prof. N. I want to ask you about the application of Bernoulli in airplane system.
Thank you, moderator, for the questions. Okay, so how does Bernoulli principle works in an airplane system? Bernoulli principle helps explain that an aircraft can achieve lift because of the shape of its wings. They are shaped so that the air flows faster over the top of the wings and slower underneath. The higher velocity at the top of the wing will reduce the air pressure, while lower velocity under the wings will result in increasing the air pressure. Therefore, in the high air pressure underneath the wings will push the aircraft up through the lower air pressure. This process will eventually lift up the airplane to fly.
Thank you, Prof. For the last question, back to Dr. NABILAH. I just want to ask how the Bernoulli was applied on baseball game.
Thank you for the question. So in baseball, there's this thing that we call as curveball. It's a kind of a throwing method by the pitcher that can be used to confuse the batter as if they are throwing the ball in a straight line. But actually, the ball will go in a curved direction. So the question here is, how the curveball curve? So here's what happens. The air that is flowing over the ball, the top of the ball is slowing down the air as it spins toward the plate, while the bottom of the ball speeds the air. So according to Bernoulli principle, the faster air on the bottom of the ball will create lower pressure on the bottom, so causing the ball to move down or in a curved direction.
Thank you for both of you. We will end our show for today. See you on next week.